Man, what's up, family? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back. If you haven't checked out the previous videos that we've dropped, please go check them out. Today's video is going to be on how to save $10,000 without a high paying job. A lot of people think saving $10,000 is impossible, right? They don't think it's possible because they don't think in this economy they're not able to make a lot of money. That's what goes through a lot of people's head. But that's far from the truth. When you're thinking about saving $10,000 or even having an emergency savings fund of $10,000, it's not just about the income, right? That's not how you grow to the $10,000, but it's about the discipline and the consistency and the habits that you grow along the way that are going to allow you to hit this mark. The first thing you have to understand when creating this goal and even trying to hit that $10,000 mark is understanding that you have to have a clear target. You have to have a clear plan. The first step is knowing exactly what you're doing, right? Exactly what you're doing, having a written down plan. $10,000 sounds like a lot. It might sound like a lot in the moment, but if you break it down, it becomes simple. So if you think about it like this, $10,000 over 12 months, that's $384 per month. $10,000 over 18 months, that's $555 per month. $10,000 over 24 months is $417 per month. So once you see it like that and you break it down, it becomes way more manageable in your head. So set a clear goal. Go on your notes app. Go on, use your calculator, right? Set a goal of how much money that you bring in, and how much money goes out, and then from there, how much money you can actually save. So the next 8 to 10 months, you're able to create a goal and hit that $10,000. One of the most important things is understanding that you have to pay yourself first. Always. With this challenge or with this goal of trying to hit this $10,000 mark, you have to pay yourself first. Don't pay other people. Don't worry about your subscriptions. As far as I know, your subscriptions, cut them out. Subscriptions, what's the things that we like to buy? Clothes that you like to buy, shoes, brand new shoes that you like to buy, cut them out. Do not let these affect your wealth building. These small and minuscule things, don't let them affect your wealth building, right? During this time where you're trying to rack up all the way to 10,000, you have to build these habits and understand that you have to pay yourself first. So instead, what you have to do is when your income comes first, you have to save first, then you spend about like the amount that's left. You spend the amount that's left. If you're trying to embark on this $10,000 challenge where you want to save $10,000 within the next 6 to 10 months, then you have to understand that paying yourself first is the most important thing, right? And one of the things that I've realized happens to people is they'll start saving up and then slowly but surely, like, they lose sight of the things that they envision, right? Or the habits and that they placed along the way, the things that they told themselves they were going to do, they lose sight of them. Your habits are the things that are going to build you up. They're the things that are going to keep you constant and keep you consistent to attaining that goal that you want, to getting to where you want to be. So think about it like that. Paying yourself first is very important when it comes to hitting this mark. The next thing that I want you to understand is that you have to cut down hidden expenses. The hidden spending, not expenses, but the spending that you're doing. The impulse purchases. God, like, I don't know. I have to emphasize this because it's like people get caught up in always wanting to buy things. And we live in that type of society where companies create things and they create it in a way where everything's digitized. Everything's on this phone that you have right here. And it's so easy for us to just buy things, right? In an instant. Like, you could literally be sitting down on your bed and then you think about something to buy. You know you can hop on Amazon and just buy it. You know you can hop off on one at Walmart and just buy it. Buy anything, right? Everything's online. It's about online shopping nowadays. So the way these businesses set these things up, everything's digitized, everything's on your phone. It's easy access. So it's easier to spend and buy things. It's easier to buy shoes. It's easier to buy clothes online, right? More than ever. And then you got these sites like Temu, like Shein. Oh my God. If you're a woman and you're watching this, I know you're probably in love with Shane. But if you're trying to hit this $10,000 mark, cut that spending out. Cut that spending out for the next 10 months, and you'll see how better your life is going to improve. Having 3 to 4 Temu purchases every month is not good for you. It's not going to be good for you, right? I'm not telling you to create an extreme budget, right, where you're limiting yourself, but you kind of have to go a little extreme, right, to hit that mark. Sometimes going that extra mile, being a little extreme with things, is what usually gets you to hitting your goals. Being laser focused, being actually laser focused, and not letting distractions or not letting impulsive purchases impact this goal that you're trying to get. So the subscriptions, you have to cut them out. The subscriptions, okay, you watch Netflix, you watch Hulu, you don't need that much subscriptions. Cut them out. The frequent eating out, you don't need to be eating out every single day or every weekend. A lot of people like going out, partying, doing these things, right? I would say cut that out for a few months. It's probably hard. Let me not be the one to tell you to not party, to not do these things, but sacrifice a little bit. Because if you don't sacrifice, you're not going to reach that $10,000 mark. If you do not sacrifice, you're not going to hit that $10,000 mark. Then you're going to be looking 8 months from now, you're going to be like, man, I was bullshitting. I could have just did like 4 or 5 months, just racked up my money and just kept that habit. What ends up happening is when you build that habit is that you spend 4 or 5 months just doing the same habit every single day, not spending your money. Then after that, you see the amount of progress that you make, and in your head, you're just like, damn, like, I could keep going with this, right? Into the next year, into 2027, into 2028, and then you keep on growing on these habits. That's what ends up happening. But the impulse purchases, the unnecessary upgrades in your life, upgrading your car, right? Financing a car. You do not need to finance a car. Half of you guys do not understand how interest rates even work, and you're financing a car. These people are, you're going to a car dealer, you're getting a brand new car, and you're financing it, and they're taxing you with the interest rate. They tell you on paper the car is going to cost you $26,000, $27,000, but in reality, when you factor in all the costs, when you factor in every single one of those costs, just factor in gas. I'm not even pricing in gas, but just factor in gas as well. Over your term loan, how much they're requiring you to pay every single year. Once you factor all of that in, car might end up being $45,000 in total for everything, gas, interest rate. So this is what happens when you try and upgrade your lifestyle. That getting a new apartment that you don't need, right? Because you think, okay, now I'm older, I'm getting up there in age. Maybe you saw your friend online who is 21, he moved out of his house. Now you want to do the same thing as well, but don't fall into that trap. If you have a good situation at home and your parents are allowing you to stay at their house and they're okay with it, and they're giving you that time to build up. Some people are fortunate to have that situation, some people aren't, so they end up having to move out, right? So I'm not against moving out, but don't force it. Don't be the type of person to force it and just be like, okay, like I want to leave this place, I want to get out. Like, don't be that type of person. If you're in a situation where your parents are allowing you to stay at home, take advantage of it. I promise you, take advantage of it, because it'll be helpful, because you'll realize that you save way more money. If they're covering rent and they don't ask you to pay anything, that's even more of a blessing. That's even more of a blessing. If they ask you to cover, maybe $300, $200 a month just on electricity, light bills, or rent, whatever it is, then that's cool. But if they're not asking you for anything, take advantage of that moment. You'll be able to hit that $10,000 mark, right? So understanding that unnecessary upgrades, you do not need them. Convenience spending, right? Convenience spending, consistently going to gas stations, buying snacks and stuff. I don't want to say cut it out, but be a little bit more disciplined, right? Find a way to tone it down so you can reach this $10,000 mark. The next thing that I want you to do is earn more money. It sounds so simple, but increase your income. Increase your income. You do not need a high paying job to improve your income. You do not need a high paying job to improve your income. Small increases can help you. Getting a little side hustle, right? Working overtime at your job, whatever job that you're at, working overtime. Going to your boss and being like, hey, like, I'm just wondering if, you have maybe I could work a little bit more. If you work in a hotel or you work in a specific job that has other departments and they let you cross work, maybe you can go and pick up other shifts when you're not working in your main position. You pick up other shifts in another position so that you can work. All these are ways to increase your income. Getting a side hustle, doing some freelance work. If you have a specific skill, you know how to video edit, right? Reaching out to creators, asking them, can you edit their videos for them? Selling things that you don't need in your house. If you got some shoes, I remember back when I had like my Jordans, I had like Travis Scott shoes, like I would just sell them, and I was making like $300-$400 off of shoes. Recently, it had to be like last year, I sold my Travis Scotts. I made like, guy paid me like $300. Right, he paid me $300, and I was like, bro, I appreciate it. Like, thank you. Like right there, that was literally 3 days of work in like a span of 30 seconds. I drove to his, not 30 seconds, but I drove to his house. It was like 5 minutes away from my house. I drove to his house, saw the shoes. He's like, all right, thank you, appreciate it. Gave me the money. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the money was fake, but when I seen it, I was like, hey, appreciate it, Brody. But yeah, selling stuff that you don't need inside your house. If you're a guy, you got some shoes, you have some clothes, you have some devices that you don't need. Like you have a few, maybe you got an iPhone or a second iPhone you don't need. Sell it. If you got a PS5, I got a PS5 actually here right now that I don't use. I might sell it. So these are ways that you can actually try and find make some more money just to hit that mark, right? Earn an extra $200 to $300 per month just doing this. The last thing I want to leave with you is being consistent, staying consistent, bro. I say this thing all the time, being consistent, being intentional. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but it's the best thing I could tell you. Be consistent. Be consistent with what you're doing. Consistency is key to success. Being disciplined and consistency are the two things that are most important, especially in trying to reach a high savings mark. This is not $2,000. This is not just $1,000. This is $10,000. And don't come tell me in the comments, oh, I can't hit this because do you see inflation? Do you see the bro? Half of you guys probably don't even know what inflation means. Don't even understand how the economy works. But you're gonna come tell me. Yes, I know gas is $4, $5. But why don't you just stay homeless? Now you're gonna come and tell me like you don't want to stay homeless. Stay homeless and don't go out a lot, and then you'll see, okay, like I'm not spending as much on gas anymore. All right, don't go at that function you're gonna go out to. Try and stay home a little more. Try and stay home a little more. Tell the guys, man, hey man, I can't come out tonight. I can't come out tonight. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's how extreme you gotta be though. Sometimes that's how extreme you gotta be to hit these goals. You can't just like think you're gonna hit that goal living the same regular life you were living before. And I'm gonna make a new video about being different, right? Separating yourself from what everybody else is doing, what the norm is, but being different, being driven towards something, towards the goals that you have. You see a lot of people in this society, they have like sheep mentality where they just follow what everybody else does. They don't have a brain of their own. They don't have a lane that they can open for themselves, a creativity lane where they could just open and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I know everybody's doing A, but I'm gonna do B because this is where I see myself. This is how I view myself. Don't see yourself the way everybody views themselves, doing the same stuff, right? Having non-creative ideas, but have a different mindset, right? Don't follow the herd. Don't follow the herd. If it's something good, okay, maybe, you mingle with the people, follow, but if you see that direction that people are taking, it's not going to lead them anywhere, then you could You know, deviate from that path and follow your own goals, follow your own path, and stay on your lane. I'm gonna make a video about that, actually. That just gave me a thought right there. But these are the steps that I want you to follow in order to hit this $10,000 mark. Do not allow yourself to get caught up in the short term. Be consistent, be disciplined. These are the things that I want you to follow. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to, you know, my advice and what I'm telling you here. If you enjoy everything that I put down and all the advice that I'm giving, give me a follow down below, because I'm going to be dropping more videos like this. I try every single day to drop a video at least. I'm trying, but yeah. Check out the rest of the videos. Give me a subscribe down below. Check out my Instagram. Check out my website, eawealthteam.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Peace.